What up, nerds? Welcome to part 2 of the video, where I'm going to be going to Geeks and Gamers comment section. I'm just going to read off some comments, and I gotta say, it is quite divided and interesting to read these comments. So, enough said, we're going to go ahead and dive deep with these comments and see what the fans have to say about Geeks and Gamers video. And trust me, my friends, it ain't gonna be pretty. For the first time, I actually see people actually waking up to this fool. So grab the popcorn, grab a seat, and enjoy the show, my friends. We're about to read the comments section. Let's go. Alright, this guy seems like a schmuck, Fedestro says. 24 Jajin says, yeah bro, you're totally right, space should be just white. Ooh! Touche. The Alex Experiment says, I'm not surprised he didn't like it. Wouldn't get you views, huh? Ooh, man, the comments are feisty. The show is boring. Okay. Oh snap, we got a couple paragraphs here. I very much enjoy Andor. Usually I agree with you, but this time I can't. There is a level of care with this series that I have not seen from Disney so far. I like Diego Luna's performance. I was interested in most of the characters and the story. There are 12 episodes in the first season, and this is playing like a slow-burn thriller that is actually trying to develop these characters, which I appreciate greatly. Ooh, Geeks and Gamers, you got some explaining to do. Next, I walked away from Star Wars after The Last Jedi, and absolutely nothing they have done since. Not even The Mandalorian has convinced me to come back. The only way they can fix this is to reboot everything to end the Return of the Jedi. Fire Kathleen Kennedy. Without those two things, I desire no comeback. I'm done. It's exactly what they said about the prequel trilogy, but then they took out the Clone Wars, they took out more books, video games, and everything, and it goes into deeper into why these things happen and build it up to Revenge of the Sith and ties in with the original trilogy as well. So I think what they need here now is some more lore into the sequel trilogy. For instance, they could add a Ben Solo series, or they could go into explanation of who Snoke was, and he could have his own series. But the point is that they need to have a kind of a Clone Wars series where they could explain all of these things, building up to the Force Awakens, and so on and so forth. But a reboot's not necessary. All they need to do is organize their ideas, give the people what they want, and everything should be just fine. Next, it must be such a miserable experience running an outrage channel and not being allowed to just like something. You had me in the first half when you said you liked it, but then you got to Diego Luna, identity politics, and I thought, yep, there's the bigoted Geeks and Gamers that I know. Agreed, my friend, agreed. I also didn't care much for Cassian. We all just like his droid. Uh-huh. It is really good. It is. Just look at the critics. Next. There are no problems. Boring comments just equal a problem with your attention span. That of preteen. You can't even name the security company. Laughable video. Give it up. Agreed. Agreed. Star Wars is dead. Done. Forever. Stop consuming. Damn. You know it's that bad when your own fans are telling you to stop. Just stop. No, it couldn't. It's based around one of the most forgettable Star Wars characters ever. I have to disagree with you on that, pal. The only reason Diego Luna is being casted is because identity politics, from Jeremy Griggs himself. Yeah, you're so presumptuous you become cartoonishly racist. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's a burn. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a show that had massive oversight from Kathleen Kennedy. End result equal utter embarrassingly trash. I gotta disagree with you. Andor, a show that no one gave a shit about and was allowed to continue being made by Guillory and co with no oversight. End result equals actually a respectably well made show. Huh. Alright. I respect that. How is Diego Luna there just for diversity? He's there because he was Cassian in Rogue One and people really like Cassian in that. Well, yeah, common sense. My god, Jeremy, you know there are shit tons of planets, fauna, creatures, aliens, different languages, so how is leaning into Cassian's home world pushing identity politics? You gotta stop and think, bro. I have no problem calling out bullshit, and I agree with your take up until that point, but come on. Yeah, you're showing your true colors. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, my dude. Andor is a boring character because he was only invented as to be used as a weapon against the audience, to have a pretty brunette waspy girl hook up with a swarthy foreigner. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Andor has some potential. First two episodes were incredibly slow, but I did enjoy episode 3. I did not hold much hope for the rest of it, but maybe I will be proved wrong. That's what we're all here for. We're here to see if it's good or not. But it's actually going to be good, by the way things are looking. He's not white enough, is your point. Huh? Yikes. Great review, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. Diego Luna is a great leading man. Watch Narcos Mexico. With that said, Andor as a character feels a bit empty in Rogue One and maybe a bit here as well, but it's a series, so hopefully they'll take their time and flesh out a good character. Remember, most people hated Ahsoka when she was first introduced, and now look how that evolved. Exactly. Point taken. 1 to the fans, 0 to geeks, and L for sore loser. I enjoyed it far less than I hoped. For me, it was as boring as Tears. That's a bad comparison, but okay. I don't know why, but when Jeremy, talking about Cassian Andor, followed up saying he doesn't care about the character with, he means nothing to me, it made me laugh. Good review as always, bud. I had to come on here after I saw people clowning you on Twitter. You're really mad about a show called Andor being about Andor? Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, honestly. This is why the Butthurt Menace needs to be exposed in a rather funny way, because at this point, it's just a bunch of nonsense and silliness coming from them. They're like turning into Looney Tune cartoons, seriously. Everything they say is the same thing repeatedly. It's like an episode of Tom and Jerry with these people, I swear. Diego Luna is not a leading man, so you haven't seen Narcos in Mexico. Ooh, they're giving you sources to look up, Jeremy. Disney Soy Wars doesn't exist in the same universe as Reverend Burn. I can't even say that. I'm sorry. Man, I'm a huge Star Wars fan and enjoyed these first 3 episodes. I've been disappointed with Star Wars late, but this has my hopes for something better. I just think you still have a bad taste in your mouth and can be, please. Nothing wrong with criticism, but you just seem biased on the fact it's still Disney Star Wars. Burn, baby. Just say you're racist and move on, little bro. Just say you're racist and move on, little bro. Damn, you wrote that twice. Yeah. I don't want to call him racist, but you are kind of sounding like one, but I'm not calling you one, so. Motherfuckers really saying Mexican leads equals political. Diversity bad. You are aware that Star Wars has always been political, right? For fuck's sake, Wars is in title of the franchise, not to mention calling the bad guys foot soldiers, stormtroopers. You're going into these shows wanting to hate them, wanting to criticize the hell out of them. Can you even call yourself a Star Wars fan if you do this to everything in the franchise? Refusing to let yourself have a fun time? That is exactly what I'm trying to prove there as well, my friend. I absolutely agree with everything you just said there. I feel I will like this. Going to watch tonight. You guys are just cartoon racists at this point. Yikes. This guy isn't a leading man for me. He just doesn't have charisma, LMFAO. Okay, as if Diego wasn't on Narcos and sold it in Rogue One. Seems like a personal attack on Diego Luna, especially with how you're saying it is identity politics as to why that is the only reason Diego is in the role. Yes, because he hasn't already portrayed this role in a critical acclaimed Star Wars movie that has a massive following where he was one of the main characters. But yep, buddy, Diego only has the role for identity politics, LMFAO, Disney Star Wars, FTW. Yikes, Jeremy, you're really starting to sound stupid. Careful what you say. Careful what you say, because damn, the next thing that comes out of your mouth is going to make you sound even more like a Tom and Jerry. You don't want to be a Tom and Jerry. Or a meme. Oh, who the fuck I'm kidding? You're a meme. Here's more. You lost all my respect. You're just the same as a woke person, but on all the opposite sides, but exactly the same vibes and way of thinking. I'm not on your side with this one. I thought you were different. That's why I used to follow you. But you're just intolerant, the same as a woke person. You are seeing things that are not their friend. By the way, you aren't that white either to a European standard, so don't feel that special, mate. Shit, that's a bird. Star Wars has always been political, pal. Who do you think Empire represents in history? If aliens were out today, you would be complaining because the lead character was a woman, Ellen Ripley, and you would be saying it's woke as well. Give yourself a break. Shit. That is a wicked burn. Man, I'm a huge Star Wars fan and enjoyed these first 3 episodes. I'm disappointed with Star Wars lately, but this has my high hopes for something better. That's good. That's good. Yep, can't have Latino leads in shows because that's identity politics. This channel seems to practice those identity politics too. Oh. Other bright side, I have seen Desert. This man, deadass, was like, forced diversity, clown face. Yep. Still didn't watch. It's gonna be some Jedi in this, or is it a waste of time? Damn. You hate Star Wars so much, yet you constantly go back to it, then complain. It's almost like you're faking a reaction for views and thrive off of being a whiny bitch. Oh wait, that's exactly the case. Oh, you got him. You basically exposed Geeks and Gamers and the rest of the Butthurt Menace in a nutshell. Give this guy a shield. Because of all the incoming heat from the Butthurt Menace and his fools. I haven't watched it. Going off your word, I find it funny how they created an interesting female character and regulated her to a side character. It sounds like a show that should be about her journey. Alright. I don't care after what does Disney, Lucasfilm did to Han, Leia, and Obi-Wan. It's simply, I never trusted Disney. Come on, Jeremy, you're really reaching. The show doesn't really have nothing wrong with it, and it's something that a lot of Star Wars fans have been wanting. A different story set apart. 0% chance this was going to be good after seeing how garbage Obi-Wan was. I fell asleep after watching the first episode. Does this guy like anything? I believe not. No. I think he just needs a reason for him to hate something so he can make money. Plain and simple. And/or more like and bore. This show frickin' sucks. No plotline, no major characters we care about, nothing from the trailer in the show. Ha 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 ha. This Jeremy's a freaking clown at this point. Always hating everything without looking at the awesome or detailed aspects from a story. Dude, you're hurting yourself too much for foolish reasons. At this point, he is. He's starting to become a meme. And believe me, my friends, you do not want to be a meme. The thing is, Jeremy, it has really good writing, but by listening to the points you make, your only problem is that Diego Luna isn't white. Do you honestly believe in the things you say? Or it's just a facade because you know that your audience are easy to manipulate? Ouch! But at this point, just admit that you're racist. I gotta do this, guys. Slap and burn. I'll take. Huge disagree. Bro, you're literally pointed out the 2 most boring characters in the 3 episodes that were released and trying to say that they were the most interesting. Are you freaking serious? What a way to discredit yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I like those characters to sit here and say I'm far more interesting than Cassian is ridiculous. I know it's pretty bizarre. Bet you he was way you wouldn't be saying that. So it's good you're off your goddamn fly horse. Even Jeremy can't disrespect this amazing show. That's true. I'm actually glad most people are waking up to the realization that these channels are just as bad as the woke media. Just the opposite side of the coin where everything is negative and everything is identity politics when it's not. Thank you. This show is awesome so far and is actually the best read in Star Wars. Period. From the original trilogy to the prequel trilogy onward, dialogue and acting wise, this is probably the best it's ever been, and the stuff they're adding makes sense, and it's wonderful that the Empire outsourced the workload to a different company and we get a different type of villain, not just stormtroopers for the 1000th time. Plus, the 2 villains so far that were introduced in the show are 1,000 times better than Krennic, Gideon, and Reva combined as far as being interesting. That's a good take right there, my friend. 10 points for Gryffindor. It's too much diversity. It's a sci-fi show set in the future. Of course, it's gonna be a mix of all people. I wouldn't want it any other way. Get out of your anti-woke brigade. Rings of Power is woke, not this show. What the hell is wrong with the use of CGI and green screen? Didn't George Lucas use it for the prequels? Oh, touche. Just stop being a hater. Andor's the first good Star Wars show since The Mandalorian. We must admit when Disney does something good. No offense to Geeks and Gamers, but dude, you are on fire and not in a good way. Not a leading man. Have you seen Y tu mamá también o Rudo y Cursi? Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Nicotina or Solo Quiero Caminar? He's a better actor than you think. Certainly better than a lot of actors that have appeared in Star Wars. The diversity bees you're talking about is crazy. It's Star Wars with millions of races. Agreed. Is this review for real? No, I want to think it's not, but damn, I can't believe he actually said that shit. The fact that he can't even make up his mind and say that it's good, I completely disagree. Come on, Jeremy, it's pretty good so far. LOL. Jackass 149023 explains it below. I imagine one of the main goals of this series is to help us feel something more substantial for him, especially at the end of Rogue One. I wouldn't be surprised if the Gilroy team have plans for a prequel series on Jyn Erso. Tell me at the end of the series if you care about Diego. A 3-episode opinion on this is a little premature. I'm looking forward to what happens next. Point said. I can't recommend it because it's Disney's Star Wars. You'll find something to hate no matter how much you like it. When you build a brand on disliking something, I imagine it's hard to find joy in anything. One more time, I gotta make that slap noise because, man, Geeks and Gamers' butt cheeks are getting clapped hard. That's a burn slap right there. This guy literally said, I wouldn't recommend watching this show, but then said, he himself would continue to watch it because it's keeping him interested. And he opened his own show by saying he enjoyed it and look forward to the next episode. Actually, he never even mentioned that he's enjoying it or not, but it's kind of hard to tell at this point. Where was it? I think I lost it. This guy literally said, I wouldn't recommend watching the show, but then he said he himself would continue to watch it because it's keeping him interested, and he opened his own show by saying he enjoyed it and look forward to the next episode. This dude, hate has consumed him. He is delusional as fuck. Yes, he is. The show's really good. Stop clickbaiting. Agreed. I have to agree with the comments and disagree with Jeremy on this one. It has been pretty good as of yet. The dialogue, characters, and plot are great. It is non-stop tension. The music theme with the drums is very creative and still Star Warsy with a Bellic vibe. Almost like a rustic embryo or antagonist of the Imperial March. It is far least politically drenched project Kathleen Kennedy has ever been involved in, and if political at all, calling a droid a resident, it has been kept at very tolerable levels so far. The female Mandalorian blacksmith annoyed me a lot more, and I still enjoyed the show, and you whined less about it. Oh, somebody sounds whip. That's you, Geeks and Gamers. It's interesting to see what these Star Wars review channels are going to do now that Star Wars TV is finally maturing into procedural throw-out formats. The utter pitch for kids and vile adults who are deranging themselves on reaction videos for YouTube love from other deranged zombie Star Wars fans might be coming to an end. Their identity has been kicked from beneath them with Andor, and it's just a normal good show with nothing really stupid involving old beloved characters for them to ride the coattails off a controversial reaction. Obi-Wan C-3PO, it's gone now. You might just get a fucking glimpse of a baby Yoda so you can mug fake tears from your own face. Damn, this is personal. But make it a good one, because your days are numbered, and if Andor becomes the new rule guide for Star Wars, of what is a good Star Wars television show. Yep, it is. Okay, so now these next comments you guys are about to see is from a follower called Townstar Burst, who just basically wants to defend Geeks and Gamers, and I gotta say, it's just fucking hilarious. It's like his lips are attached to his ass or something, and he's just responding to everyone who disagrees with what Jeremy says. And like I said, you guys are going to see right now what I'm talking about. So here's the first example right here. I think Jeremy is mad because he didn't understand A New Hope. LOL, this has nothing to do with A New Hope, nor he was mad, but nice projection though. And he continues on, just watch this. This guy seems like a schmuck. And look what he responds. Cope, then cry about it some more. Seriously, does he work for him or something? Is he like a minion? And he keeps going. Watch this. I had to disagree, Jeremy. No, it couldn't have been really good. It's 2022. All new shows and movies suck, period. If it doesn't suck, you have to check to see if you're suffering brain damage. And then look what he says again, and it's fucking hilarious. I guess some people are getting desperate for something to be good. Cobra Kai is good, and so was Better Call Saul, but it's a rare gem to find in 2022. I'm glad many comments are calling this freak out on this bullshit. To him, anyone non-white is a diversity higher and woke and political. Find actual points to critique media and stop looking at things through a political lens. LOL, the people calling him out didn't even watch what he had to say, neither did you. I love how you can easily troll people like you with just a thumbnail. The thing is that we actually watched the video and everything, and we're just calling him out for being stupid. And now you're here calling other people stupid for not watching the video, even though they already watched the video. So who's stupider now? Dude, you must probably have a lot of free time then, going on Twitter, going on YouTube comments and replying. This guy's probably a keyboard warrior. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we have a keyboard warrior, guys. Oh. How about do this? How about you detach your lips from Jeremy's ass and actually do something productive with your life, you freaking zero? Well, I'm gonna wrap it up right here, my friends. It was really fun to read the comment sections down below and reading all these comments left and right, and I gotta say, damn, this is some really good stuff right here, and some really bad stuff too. And man, Geeks and Gamers is getting burned, and like I say, it's only gonna get worse for him, and sooner or later his audience is gonna wake up and realize of how much of a buffoon he is, and no one's gonna take him serious, and they're gonna move on with their lives, and you will still continue to hate Disney Star Wars for no goddamn reason, like the crazy Looney Tune that you are. Well, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of Geeks and Gamers video reaction, and I gotta say, that was pretty fun. You know, to just have a laugh and just enjoy reading these comments. And like I said, it was pretty cool to do this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want me to do next. I'm down for requests. I'll see you guys on the next video, my friends. You all take care now, and remember that the Force will be with you always. Peace out.